Yep, one of those who was unwanted at Old Trafford, but picked up by Chelsea, where he can rebuild his career, which has always been one of promise. And of course he has youth on this side. Here's Cucurella, and he's given it away very badly into Dodi Lukebakio. Lukebakio to Sudarkov, Augenes in the middle. This is Lukebakio. I think it's come off the woodwork. Maybe via a Sanchez touch.
And they will be encouraged big time by those two attacks. Just staying on side, I think. Shooting from there, a little ambitious. He was never properly set either, but...
Touch from the Chelsea goalkeeper onto the outside of the post. Benfica with the corner kick, which was headed by Badiashile right out of his goalkeeper's hands. Here's Nicolas Otamendi. That's not a bad ball in. Otamendi will have another go to try and find Benfica.
These teams usually know how to defend, and of course it's early days for him, but I'm sure he'd have been working hard on that defensive unit.
Which is okay. Obviously, with Mourinho, you think about the Champions League victories with FC Porto way back 2004, and then with Inter Milan, but shouldn't forget that he also won recently the UEFA Conference League with Roma in the very first edition of that tournament, actually, beating Feyenoord in the final. The old UEFA Cup with FC Porto. That's a drilled shot, which is
red shirt streaming forward in support.
Sudarkov, I beg his pardon. And Richard Rios can get Benfica moving, and he turns it into Lukebakio. And Richard Rios here, and straight into the gloves of Robert Sanchez. Another really promising Benfica moment.
Chelsea looks so nervous on the back foot. Really disorganised.
Cucurella. Richard Rios' intervention meant that Cucurella's pass went astray. Trubin with a misjudgment, but luckily the ball didn't have a lot of pace on it. He was brushed off. Pedro Neto running it down. Good hit!
Maybe he's given it them. If they're going to allow him to come inside onto that left foot, he's going to test you. He's done well since coming to Chelsea.
And Pedro Neto. Lovely clip ball, Garnacho, own goal in off Richard Rios. Chelsea have the lead. It's a brilliant ball by Pedro Neto. Garnacho struck it first time back across goal, and the Benfica midfielder Richard Rios could not get out of the way.
Well, Pedro Neto has been their most dangerous player so far, always looking to be positive with that pace of his, as well as the delivery. He's got acres, hasn't he, Garnacho at the far post there. Rios just cannot adjust his feet. It comes to him so quickly. He's virtually under his own crossbar here. Really difficult to deal with this one.
Otamendi with Romero Gusto. It's going to be a Chelsea throw-in. Buonanotte. Neto with that change of pace. Play goes on. Buonanotte. Trouble for Trubin. Chelsea at the moment looking pretty comfortable, which at times in the first half they didn't early on. Antonio Silva with a challenge here, which the referee has taken exception to and awarded a free kick to Chelsea. The top brass watching on will be hoping that it doesn't get any worse in whatever remains of the first half, which isn't much. Enzo Fernandez. Caicedo, well controlled. Cucurella. Tyreek George with the jab. Good save by Trubin. This was the chance. Good play, Cucurella again. Yeah. So Benfica throw in deep inside Chelsea territory to close the half. Where's this heading? It's heading to Buonanotte. Just 1 minute to add on. Enzo Berenike for Frederick Auschness, providing that challenge from Buonanotte, but it is a free kick. And a yellow card for Enzo for kicking the ball away. That's a good turn. He's done really well. Got the better of Chalobah. It's jabbed away, but Sudarkov can lift it back in toward the back post where the downward header took a little deflection, I think, and it is a corner. It was Dedic with that header at the back post. Really good play by Pavlidis, best we've seen from him so far.
Yeah, his team aren't too far away from scoring, you feel, if they can just make the right choice, the right time, show a bit of composure.
Otamendi is always a threat from corner kicks. He's spring-heeled. In fact, it's a really poor corner. Gittins, Estevao and João Pedro, and Pedro Neto in the middle. Enzo Fernandez clipped and tipped over the top. Actually tipped up in the air by Trubin to deny. Sheldrup, the Norwegian, to take this corner kick. Glanced away, Otamendi back in, but straight at Robert Sanchez, straightforward save. Otamendi's done brilliantly to win that back. Franjo Ivanovic here for Benfica to Nicolas Otamendi. Moises Caicedo away for Chelsea. There's a few nerves around Chelsea at the moment. Good foot in from Ivanovic.
The way Chelsea's season has been so far, they cannot afford to take these last minutes lightly.
Back-to-back defeats for Benfica at the start of this Champions League phase. That's a high boot by João Pedro, and he is going to get a red card here. He's already been booked, and João Pedro will have to go. He's been sent off.
Not much about that.
And Cucurella with a clearance, and all eyes on the referee, who calls it a day, and Chelsea have won it by 1-0.